tips and tricks. Kapha season, this is going to be a brief overview of Kapha balancing lifestyle tips and tricks coming at you. In this video, I'm going to explain what Kapha season is and when it is, and then I'm going to be going into the balancing Kapha Dosha lifestyle tips and tricks that I spoke of. First thing first, when is Kapha season? Kapha season is from late winter to early spring. So that's about February all the way until like the end of May. So Kapha season, as we know, Kapha is related to earth and water. Those are the elements that live inside of it. So during Kapha season, these elements kind of come out a little bit more. You know, we're in the end of winter, so we're kind of like grounded. We're really hibernating, a lot of earth in us. But as we move from winter to spring, everything starts to melt. So these are when Kapha like symptoms kind of come out in combust. We have congestion issues, we have like a stuffy nose, everything inside our body is melting, kind of just like the seasons around us. So the Kapha time of year is from the end of winter, so about February, all the way until the end of May, early spring. So beyond Kapha season, there's also a specific Kapha time of day, and this is between the hours of 6 a.m. and 10 a.m. and then also later in the evening from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. So it's important to know the specific Kapha times a day and the Kapha season, because by knowing these specific times, we can work towards counteracting those Kapha kind of qualities that come out, because between 6 a.m. and 10 a.m., that's kind of when we're feeling a little bit like most lethargic. We're just waking up out of bed. You know, we're kind of just like feeling a little like tired still, trying to get our day moving. So this is a really important time to maximize and bring balance to the Kapha Dosha by bringing in countering elements. So now for some balancing Kapha Dosha lifestyle tips and tricks. The number one thing you definitely want to do during Kapha season is waking up before the sun. So this means waking up before 6 a.m., before the start time of Kapha time period in the day, because if you wake up before 6 a.m., you're not going to be as susceptible to all the Kapha symptoms that come between the hours of 6 a.m. and 10 a.m. So you want to wake up before the sunrise and then start your morning routine. Start the dinacharya right away. We're just coming out of that vata time around like 5:45, so you're a little bit elusive still. Great time for meditation. So after you wake up before the sun, you want to get moving. Whether this means doing some light yoga practice, going for a light walk around the block, taking your dog out, getting a little bit of exercise during the first thing in the morning is super important for Kapha season, because we're already naturally bringing in more earth and water, so our bodies are feeling a little bit more too heavy at this point in the year. So we want to counteract that by stimulating our body, by moving our body, and by moving our physical body, we're also going to be moving our internal body, the energies, our organs, and this is going to aid in great digestion and bowel movements. Another super amazing balancing Kapha Dosha lifestyle tip is stick to a routine. This is just building off of the dinacharya that I know you all are practicing, but sticking to a routine is super, super important, especially during Kapha season, because whenever we kind of feel a little bit too extra lethargic, then we don't feel like doing anything. But if we have a routine, if we have a dinacharya practice, we're gonna already know what to do. So whether that's tongue scraping in the morning, oil pulling, brushing your hair, your teeth, cleaning yourself in the shower, and then doing some ambhyanga or dry brushing is super great. As long as you establish a routine in the morning, it'll set you up for a super productive day. Herbs and diet are super important. This is incredibly balancing for the Kapha Dosha lifestyle. And so by doing this, you want to bring in counteracting herbs. So Kapha is kind of cold and heavy, so you want to bring in counteracting herbs like ginger, trikatu, which is a combination of ginger, long pepper, and pepper. You want to have cinnamon, nutmeg, clove. You want to bring in warming, light spices that are going to stimulate the insides, the body, the circulatory system, and help warm you up. Amazing to start your morning with some lemon water. This is super stimulating for our agni, that digestive fire, and it's going to help remove any extra kledaka kapha that you got going on in your stomach and prime you to be able to consume and digest everything throughout the day. Way more beneficial. So Kapha season is a great time to switch up your diet as well. Because Kapha is earth and water, that's very heavy quality, so you want to bring in counteracting things. So as soon as they're available, you want to start incorporating more arugula, raspberries, blueberries, bring in the lettuce, the Swiss chard, sprouts, mushrooms, asparagus, dandelion root, dandelion leaf, kale. Bring in all these leafy greens, because that's so natural for that time of year. So you want to be eating locally, seasonally produced foods. This is a lot of greens, a lot of berries, apricots. These are amazing to have during Kapha season. So you want to be eating these foods as soon as they're available. So as everything starts to melt down, we get a whole new fresh crop of produce coming in. That's the time of year to eat it. Eat what is locally produced fresh. And this is what is good for us at that time of year. So a lot of these greens are fantastic for Kapha season. Amazing. Another great herbal remedy is golden milk during Kapha season, because this is going to bring in some warmth if you have it nice and warm. It's got ginger, turmeric, cinnamon, black pepper. You can add a little sweetener to it if you want as well. It's very warming and stimulating for the body. Amazing. Some other super great practices to do during Kapha season are things to consider of taking a cleanse. This is a great time of year for cleanse. As you know, in the diet, a lot of these greens and these purifying bitters are coming into season. So that means it's actually a good time to do a cleanse, whether it's a juice cleanse, a fast cleanse, a mono diet cleanse. Khichdi cleanse would be amazing this time of year, doing it for 7 days straight, just eating khichdi. Love khichdi. It would also be a super great time to do panchakarma. So this was just a brief overview of Kapha season, when it is, what it is, and a couple balancing lifestyle tips. If you like this video, check out some other ones that have to do with the Kapha season or Kapha diet. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I love you so much. Thanks for being here.